I need to teach you guys how to properly monetize your streams and make good thumbnails. If I'm not here to tell you, who's going to let you know? This is mainly to go on YouTube. You guys are here to react to me while I put a video on YouTube. We're basically live recording a video. Let's get started. Will this work for OnlyFans? No, I'm not super familiar with how to make money on OnlyFans, unfortunately. I would assume some of the methods transfer over, but I think you'd probably have to go about things a little bit differently over there. But I'm interested to know how streamers get money. I'll be happy to let you know most streamers do not know any of this information because it is impossible to find. I thought, hey, I already have this script written. Let me go look online to see what other people say about this. There is no information out there. If you look in how to like incentivize donations, how to get more people to give you money, all you get are a whole bunch of videos telling you how to set up Streamlabs. Like, or if they are giving you ideas, they have no idea what they're talking about. It's from like zero viewer Andes who just started streaming a month ago. And they're like, hey, if you just like tell them, they'll give you money. And I'm just like, oh my God. Spider comes over here. Then we have the chat over to the right. That way it covers more area. So, chat, hello there. Welcome to our stream on how to properly incentivize donations without ruining your brand. First up, we have the monetization mindset. Is it okay to ask for money? This is probably one of the biggest things holding back content creators from what I've been told from Congo, who helped me a lot with this video. It says, remember, people are not giving you money to support you, but rather to get things. As soon as you change your mindset that they are exchanging currency for a service, then you can start brainstorming how to create better services that they want to spend money on. The biggest service is simply a guaranteed amount of attention of reading their name and thanking them. Like, thank you, PsychEscape14, for that donation. I forgot what it was though. You are entertaining people. There is nothing wrong with being compensated for work. You're not selling out by making monetization easy for your chat. There is a difference from aggressively trying to sell a product and giving people what they want for money. What you're making is a product only you can make, and it has inherent value. This is just a disclaimer, basically, because a lot of content creators do not think their work has any value, so there is nothing for them to actually monetize, which is probably one of the biggest things holding them back, but also just like they don't know what to do. You know? How do you actually do this? There are 3 ways to incentivize donations. You make goals, you create frequent rewards, and tiered exchanges, which is kind of a combination of both of them. We'll get back to it the other way. Number 1, make goals. The main reason why subathons are so successful is because they make use of goals. It's not the marathon nature of them. It's the multiple goals that are very attractive on top of the inherent goal of trying to keep that timer from hitting 0. The fans are more willing to support if they feel they're getting something for their contribution. It's kind of amazing how many streamers are fine with making goals for subathons, but never for any of their other streams. Here's my subathon. This was a huge failure. Despite the fact that we actually reached most of the goals. The only reason it was a failure was because I destroyed my throat so thoroughly from the subathon that I lost about a month and a half of work, which did not make up for the amount of money I lost I made from the subathon. Daily goals. So there are different kinds of goals you can have. Daily goals is one of them. For example, if we hit 10 subs, we'll do this. We'll sing a song, Booth Pack, Golden Hour. We'll play a game mode that chat likes, but you don't. What's a game mode that chat likes that I don't? Probably viewer duels. Swap to a different game, like Duel Links. Read something cringe, like the Neko ASMR. A copy pasta. Yeah, play DDD. Tell a joke, like the coffin joke. I love the coffin joke. And etc, etc. Things that can be done easily and on stream. Basically, daily goals are something that can be acted on immediately. We have other more stretch goals we'll get to in a bit. Oh, here's a good example of how to set up a daily goal. Basically, Twitch itself has this feature that allows you to set it up, and it's a really easy like integration to OBS. Because you can also change it on Twitch and it will automatically update. But the thing is, you want to tell them what the goal is for. So we have one that says, I'll watch viewer replays for 1 hour if we hit 10 goals. 10 subs. Bad though. Just 0 out of 10 subs. Like, what does this mean? You want 10 subs? Cool, so do I. What do we get for that? Nothing. I have no reason to reach this. This is nothing to me. This has some inherent value to it. Then we have weekly, monthly, and stretch goals. if you have other kinds of goals, these generally work very well for like a lot of GFE type streamers. So, for example, if we hit 500 subs total, I'll play a horror game that chat votes on. This is a very popular one. I take a lot of these examples from people I know. Or if we hit 100 subs by the end of the week, I'll buy Ring Fit Adventure. If we hit $1,000 in donations by the end of the month, I'll do a stand-up comedy routine. You can also have a range of goals. You know, you get something at 50, 100, 500, for example. And honestly, the less goals, the better, but you do want them to be good. You don't want like subathon levels of goals for just a normal stream. Okay, and then we have frequent rewards. Doing something for every single donation. Like, for example, for every sub someone gives me, I will say their name out loud. This one is often done by default by pretty much every streamer, and it is technically a reward. Most people do this without knowing that they're doing it, I guess. I don't know, it's just like standard. There's also, you can have something codified, like every time they donate, you call them something mean or nice. Spin a punishment wheel, do a push-up or a squat, or blow a kiss, since that's something that ASMR streamers do. And the frequency of these small rewards will encourage people to want to derail the stream by spamming donations of the required amount, just to make you do it a lot over and over. So it's like, oh no, every time you donate, I have to do like a push-up. Oh no, we got another donation from Psyche14 to Torrential Tribute Tier 1 sub. I gotta go do a freaking push-up now. Gosh, I hate it when you guys derail my stream by giving me money. Ugh, I gotta go do this now. And people go, I'm gonna give them some more. It's a very effective way to just encourage a whole bunch of donations. Even though it seems like they're derailing the stream, this is largely working out in your benefit. Next up, we have tiered exchanges. These are like goals and frequent rewards combined, but only redeemable by one person instead of a collective. Examples, for every $5 on Streamlabs, it'll play a scary sound during a scary stream. Or if you pay $10, I'll lick my microphone. 500 bits, ask your AI bot questions. 200 bits for text-to-speech, because people love text-to-speech. Some people just have text-to-speech for like all donations, which I don't think is a very good idea. 50 gifted subs to read the Neko ASMR script or something else embarrassing. And there was also a mobile game sponsored stream I saw where someone said, hey, if you get your character in this mobile game sponsored stream to level 25, I'll give you a custom insult. And that got a lot of people to do it. Hell, I wanted to do it too. So here's an example of how to show your chat tiered rewards. Basically, on your BRB screen, a lot of people just have a really basic be right back screen. Not me, I have ads that play. I have custom ads that play. But for everybody else who's too lazy to, or not too lazy, they don't have the knowledge on how to make them, they can just add the rewards to their screen over here. This is a non-intrusive way to tell people that they exist. And also there's like a plugin that you can have that will thank people. You know, this is the greatest way to do it on this and also your starting soon screen. Those are great prime places to advertise your stuff. Here's a way to not do it. Basically with this example, we have monthly goals in the top right, the spider merch. We have the entire bottom telling people a whole bunch of different rewards. $10, I'll play your deck for 1 game. $100, I'll let chat make a deck for me for 3 games. Special events. So basically, those were all the ways to make money. There's also special events is another way that just encourage donations just for the sake of being a special stream. Even if you don't do any of the things, since a lot of people are basically conditioned to give people gifts for their special days. So if you have a special accomplishment, make sure to do an event of it to make it an event. Examples of special events include your birthday, holidays, anniversaries, like the day you started streaming, you got partnered, or you got a model for your VTuber. Milestones, like 1,000 subs or followers, or 5K, 10K, 20K, 25K, revealing something new, or planned mini events. Because for a mini event, basically, if you want to run a special stream, but you don't want to have to wait for a calendar date, you can just make something up. Like, mini event, I'll beat this boss in X hours, or else I'll do a punishment. And just some notes about special events. If you do too many of them, people aren't going to like them. There is a cooldown on them. There are diminishing returns on doing too many special events. So you need to space them out. Also, if you do a special event, you have to hype it up beforehand. Like a simple tweet, or just talking about it in previous streams. You can't just go into it raw and be like, hey, we're having a special event today. There needs to be some planning in it. How a birthday should be at incentivizing donations. Basically what you do is the other stuff normally and just tell them you're having a birthday stream. And we'll just naturally incentivize donations for being a birthday stream. You don't even have to do anything extra, which is great. So this is going over passive versus active pressure. Passive pressure, if you overdo it, it just comes across as off-putting. But there are lots of ways to add passive pressure without being obtrusive, like having only one reminder on screen, bot reminders in chat, in your About Me section, and on your BRB screen. So basically, if you want like a notification on your screen, just have one thing, you know, like your daily sub goal, or have it on your BRB screen or your loading screen with all the other tiered rewards and stuff. You don't want to have them all over your screen and constantly telling people about them, because active pressure just puts people off. Passive pressure though, people generally don't give it. So you can do as many of them as you want to an extent, but passive pressure should not be plastered all over your main like content. This is just a psychological way of going about telling people about these things. Final notes. There's a lot of them. Be upfront why you're doing goals or rewards for donations. You're not fooling anyone just saying that you really like to lick your mic and that's why you do it for $10. People are generally okay with the fact that you're trying to make money and you're offering a service for these donations, which makes them even more okay in the eyes of the public opinion. So try not to be coy about it. Just be like, yeah, this is obviously to make money. This is to raise funds. You don't have to do them or participate in them. They're just extras and you get stuff for them. Also, don't actively push your goals or services non-stop. Using reminders or passive pushing always creates a small pressure to contribute to and minimal risk. Sometimes your goals or sometimes your goals and services just do not appeal to your audience. Expect some of your ideas to fail and just simply try new ones. So for example, if you have a daily goal and you don't meet it, that doesn't mean it's a bad one, but you should probably try something else next time. You could always come back to it. And if you have one that does succeed, don't do it every day. Try something new. Make a BRB screen, a loading screen with your goals on them, but keep them light on your actual main screen. Also, another big thing that should be noticed is just because there are less people watching doesn't mean there's less money to go around. So a lot of people think they can't monetize their stream specifically because they have a small stream, which is really not the case. Because honestly, I've seen channels with less than 10,000 followers get hundreds of subs every stream by just having proper donation incentives. I've also seen some like very small YouTube streamers who did like donathons, and their donathons only lasted over the weekend and they were making like upwards like over $20,000 in donations. And I'm just like, sheesh, that's more than I made for my subathon, which lasted like over a week. And these people did over a weekend with less than 10,000 subs. Don't underestimate your audience. I'm off to YouTube. Big spikes in money usually come from a small number of people. You usually get what you pay for, so aim a bit high. And having more people watching usually just means a higher rate of smaller contributions, not a whole bunch of big ones. I think this one's probably worth mentioning. You usually get what you ask for, so don't make your goals too easy. Don't make your daily goal like 1 sub, but also don't make your daily goal like 100, you know? The other day, a small streamer got 50 USD on subs and bits because she would make art for that, and it was amazing. She only got like 300 followers. Yeah. Like that sounds like a very good donation incentive. Like most people can't do that, but if you can, you should. Like I know a streamer personally who's very good at singing. So I'm sure if they had a donation incentive for singing, they would be rolling in the dough. Me, I'm talking about me, I would do it. Disclaimer, don't blame me if this stuff doesn't work. The big reason people don't make videos like this in order to tell people is because if you give people specific advice about something and it doesn't work, they're gonna blame you for it. So, because the thing is, it's easy to give advice because you don't have to actually follow it yourself. That's why everybody, if you have a problem, is so easy to offer you all these solutions because they don't actually have to do it. So anyways, that is how you incentivize donations. Oh, before we move on, did we have any questions? Questions or concerns from the audience? Do we have any streamers in chat who wish to know more about how to incentivize donations? Will this be on YouTube? Of course it will be. How many licks in the mic do we to turn off viewers? Oh, I mean, that would turn off some viewers, depending on the stream. Like, I'm sure if I was a voluptuous woman and I had a reward to lick my mic, you guys would be much more willing to donate for it. But since I'm not, you probably don't want to hear me lick my mic. What if you have bad self-esteem? Excellent. If you have bad self-esteem, you probably won't be streaming. Which means you have some level of self-esteem. So fake it until you make it. Any more questions? Where's the bathroom? In your mom's house.